Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to another Monday Night Raw review. Today, Raw was in Chicago. It was a good show. Raw did not suck. There was some parts that sucked. There was, let's see. Looking back through my notes, there was 4 matches I really didn't care about because I didn't write about anything for those 4 matches. The show starts with Shane. He comes out, he talks about how he respects the hell out of The Undertaker and says that Vince, on the other hand, has lost a lot of his respect. He says that Vince is a miserable old bastard and that he has lost touch with his business, his fans, he lost touch with Shane, and most importantly, he's lost touch with his grandsons. He says that there will be no authority when he takes over. And then the Undertaker's gong hits, the lights black out, and then Vince's theme song starts playing, and Vince comes out. As soon as Vince comes out, asshole chants start, and Vince starts conducting the crowd. Then CM Punk chant starts, and he does absolutely nothing. Vince pulls out a photo of him and Shane, says that this was a picture of him and Shane going on to Shane's first Wrestlemania. He drops on the ground, stomps on it, and says that he is Vincent J. McMahon. No. He says he's Vincent Kennedy McMahon. And Shane is just Vince's son. And he brings up Shane's boys, says that when you lose at WrestleMania, Vince is going. He says that he's going to go over to Shane's kids and hugs them and says, "At least you have one father figure who's not a failure." Vince says that at WrestleMania, his greatest creation is going to put to rest his greatest failure. Then Vince calls for security. Shane says he'll leave on his own terms. Vince tells them to get him, and Shane attacks the security, stands tall, sits on the second rope, and invites Vince in as his music hits, and the segment is over. Kevin Owens versus Neville. Well, it started off horrible because Kevin Owens didn't get an entrance. But besides that, this match was amazing, and it set up a great thing that we'll get to in a second. Owens starts off strong like he should. Owens hits a senton, 2 count. Owens goes for a second senton, but Neville puts his knees up this time. Neville kicks Owens in the head. Owens throws Neville into the stairs. He hits a German suplex. He goes for another cannonball. Neville reverses into an enziguri. Reverses with an enziguri. Neville hits a shooting star press on Owens outside the ring, and then he brings him back into the ring and hits a standing shooting star press, gets a 2 count. Owens goes for the moonsault. Neville moves. Neville hits a super kick and then a red arrow. 2 count. Neville goes for another red arrow. Owens rolls him up for the win. And then as Owens does, he attacks Neville. He sets Neville up for the powerbomb on the apron. And Sami Zayn comes out. And he attacks and saves Neville. So I'm assuming they're going to have a match at Roadblock or they're going to have a match at WrestleMania. I could see them doing the kind of like the John Cena Kevin Owens feud thing where they fight for they just fight at first and then the next match is for the title. I could see it Sami Zayn versus Owens at Roadblock and then Sami Zayn versus Owens at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship. Brie Bella versus Summer Rae. This is the first of 4 matches that I did not care about. During the match, Lana came out and distracted Brie, and Summer wins with a roll-up. Lana then gets in the ring and attacks Brie and uses her own move on her. So I would honestly love to see Brie versus Lana at Roadblock. I would, because we'll finally get to see Lana in action. Dean Ambrose comes out and says that talks about what he plans on doing at Roadblock. He says he doesn't care what Triple H's plans are. He even doesn't care what Roman Reigns' plans are. He's going to win the title, and he's going to be at WrestleMania as the champion. He says that once he wins the title, Triple H will respect him. They're going to go on all these events. They're going to they're going to cut ribbons. They're going to throw the first pitch of ball games together. Says he will be the champion that WWE deserves. And as soon as he says that, Triple H comes out, and he says that he will be the champ for as long as he damn well pleases. Dean says when he wins, Triple H can suck it. Dean then tells him to get in the ring, and Triple H announces that Dean Ambrose will face Bray Wyatt in the main event. Before the Dean Ambrose segment, Dolph Ziggler and Stephanie McMahon were talking backstage, and apparently Dolph Ziggler tweeted something out about how Shane is going to put the authority out of power for good, something he did, but it wasn't for good. And because of that, Dolph Ziggler was put in a 3-on-1 elimination tag match against the League of Nations. Dolph Ziggler starts out against King Barrett. It was Sheamus, Rusev, and King Barrett. Dolph Ziggler starts out against King Barrett. He hits a drop kick. Ziggler hits a drop kick. Sheamus then comes in and he just beats Ziggler down. Rusev comes in, beats him down some more. He gets a 2 kick. Rusev hits a drop kick of his own. Barrett comes in and kicks Dolph a lot in the corner. Dolph is getting completely shit on. And he starts to fight back. He hits a DDT on Sheamus. He throws Barrett into the ring post. And then he hits a super kick on Barrett and eliminates him. And then Sheamus hits Dolph with a bro kick and wins. Yeah, that happened. This next match, now I don't care about. It's not that I don't care about the people in it. We saw this match 3 times already, I think. It was Sasha and Becky versus Naomi and Tamina. I know we saw it at least twice. I didn't care. Sasha put Naomi in the bank statement for the win. And then Charlotte comes in and attacks Becky and Sasha, as expected. Y2 AJ versus The New Day for the tag team titles. AJ and Kofi start off, and then AJ tags in Chris Jericho, and the Unicorn Stampede happens. AJ, I don't remember what he did, but he got a 2 count. Big E hits the big ending on AJ, but Jericho breaks it up. Kofi then rolls Jericho up and gets a 2 count. AJ hits a forearm on Kofi, but as he's pinning, Big E pulls Kofi out of the ring. Kofi rolls up AJ. He gets another 2 count. Jericho puts the walls on Kofi, but as Kofi's trying to get to the rope, he tags in Big E, and Big E hits the big ending on Jericho, and they win. AJ then helps up Jericho, and as soon as he gets helped up, he hits the Codebreaker. And then AJ stands up, and Jericho hits another Codebreaker. And AJ gets up again, eventually, and he gets hit by another Codebreaker. It was obvious that it was going to happen, but it finally happened. I'd rather see AJ Styles win singles titles than tag team titles. Kalisto versus Tyler Breeze. Now, I like both of these people, but I don't care about the match they had. It was literally 2 minutes. Kalisto won with the Salida del Sol. After that, Kalisto had an interview, and Ryback said, "You need to get out of the Lucha Dragons. Teams just hold you back. He wants to be in the main event of WrestleMania, but he can stay off the TV. That's what he can do." And then he had a match against Curtis Axel. Ryback won. I don't even know how he won. But I'm pretty sure that those 2 matches were just to set up just for filler, because the main event, Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt. Dean Ambrose starts on top, but then Bray soon takes over, and he knocks down Dean. Bray continues to dominate. He throws him outside, and then there's a double clothesline. They both fall down, and they both get in the ring at 10. Dean goes for the thing where he goes in between the ropes and hits the clothesline. But as he's going for that, Bray Wyatt turns around and hits him with his own giant clothesline. It was pretty cool. Bray slams Dean on the barricade. The lights go out. The Wyatt family comes out, surround the ring. Dean wins by DQ. Bray Wyatt hits his sister Abigail. Triple H comes out. Then Bray Wyatt and Triple H stand face to face. And Bray pats the belt. and the Wyatt family leave. Triple H, he stares at Dean. He goes to clear off the announce table, gets back in the ring, and Dean hits dirty deeds on Triple H. He grabs the title and then sits in the corner, and that was the end of the show. It was a good show. It was a good show. Raw didn't suck, which I'm not used to, but I won't complain. It was a good show. It was all set up for Roadblock, which it's a pay-per-view without officially being a pay-per-view. They're not calling it a pay-per-view. It's not even on Sunday. It's on Saturday. It's this Saturday, March 12th at 8. It's 3 hours, so it's a pay-per-view. Only way to see it, though, is with the network. It's not going to be on, like, cable for $70 or whatever. It's only $10. So, that's good, I guess. I think it's mainly because there's not an event this month. Because Fastlane was the end of February. WrestleMania is right at the beginning of April. I don't know. I'll review it. So far, the only matches I know about are Dean Ambrose versus Triple H for the title. I know there's an I'm pretty sure there's an NXT tag team title match with Enzo and Cass. I think. I'm pretty sure. And then Bray Wyatt and Brock Lesnar. Those are the only matches I know of at the moment. Maybe more will get announced on SmackDown. We don't know. But this is WrestleMania season. We can only go uphill from here. I don't know if I'll be able to watch Raw on Monday. Raw on Monday is almost a guarantee me not watching it. I actually didn't have to do what I originally was going to have to do today. So I was able to watch it live. There will still be a Raw review next week. I won't be able to watch it. I'll read like the review or something, or like watch the videos they put on YouTube. But that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name's Camp Counselor Cody, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles.